Yo. We having fun yet? Sorry, I'm eating. I drove all the way to Oxford in this bullshit. In this stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to stop cussing because it's unprofessional. Don't want to get any more days off. Drove all the way to Oxford from Westchester. It didn't take as long as I thought, but it took a while. And it's sketchy. It's like some of the roads that are plowed, like even on Route 1, there'd be sections that are plowed. And it's funny because on the way south, the way I was going, it was mostly plowed, but the way coming back was all untouched. So I guess maybe they're going down with the plows coming back. But I got a lot of people calling me and texting me with questions, so I just figured I would just make a broad statement of what's going on today. First of all, work safe. If it's unsafe, don't do it. You're not required to empty the truck, like I said a million times. You came into work. You should be praised for that. They should be thanking us instead of like on Tuesday when they handed out, I don't know, 10 warning letters, suspension, 10 verbals. Management in our center, she's out of them. She's lost it. She's gonna have, if she follows through with these warning letters for calling off on days like today, she's gonna have a stack of grievances like this on her desk. And then we're gonna start pursuing Article 37 for harassment, because the audacity to discipline guys up to and including suspension on days like this where there's snow, and it's not even like a lot of snow, it's more the ice that falls on top of the snow and turns everything into a skating rink. To focus your energy on the guys that live far away or that have problems on the roads they were on and couldn't make it in, and to focus your energy to hand out discipline to those guys instead of focusing your energy on the guys that were able to make it in and came in and did their best effort. It just blows my mind. And we're going to push back. We're not just going to sit back and let them harass. If she follows through with these, I was in the office with 10 guys at once, and that was after being in with 5 for verbals and warning and suspensions for not coming in the worst weather I think we've probably had in about 3 years, because it really hasn't snowed. And guys, certain guys live in areas where they can't get to work, and we're not going to sit here and the guys that do make it in and gang up, we're not doing that. Everybody's situation is different, and management's just trying to bully, and we're not going to let them. It's not going to happen. So if it's unsafe for you to get in and you have a problem getting in weather like this, you call out. If you wake up on a bright sunny day and you don't feel well, and you're not good enough to come into work, then you call out. And that's it. It becomes excessive when you start getting, if we see a pattern where it's like numerous call outs in a month, and if there's an issue, then we'll address that. And there's things like disability you can go on, FMLA, stuff like that, if you have problems outside of work where you can't make it in. But this whole coming down on guys in this type of shit, and trying to issue discipline, it just blows my mind. Out her freaking mind, that's for sure. But that's all right, because she just sits in her little office anyway. She has her minions do it, and and then you question them on their directives, and they go, well, it's just, I'm just the messenger. Okay, well, I'm just a messenger too for the union. All right, so here's your grievances. Here's your harassment grievance. Don't ask me. I'm just a messenger. Here's your 9-5 grievances. Don't ask me. I'm just a messenger for the contract and the employees. So that's that. Crazy. So yeah, today, everybody that made it in, good job. Guys that didn't, it is what it is. It's a shitty day. We're not getting anything done anyway. It took me over an hour to get out here. I got off the post office. I got off the Walgreens, and just a few businesses that had their parking lots plowed, like right here, And this road right here is all right, but if you go down that road, not touched. If you go down that road, not touched. And it's unsafe. I'm not getting stuck. We don't have all-wheel drive. We got one wheel in the back that works. I got my little toe warmers at Dollar General. Put them in my boots. God damn, that's a game changer, bro. That's a game changer. My toes were freezing cold. They had little dollar toe warmers. And I put them in there, nice and snug, nice and warm and snuggly. So yeah, a bunch of questions that came across, and so first of all, like I said, you do what you can. If it's unsafe, you stop the truck. You get the stops off that you can, and then as soon as there's roads that are impassable or stops that you can't get to, then at that point you sit, and you message the center. Stop using your cell phone, because you're making it easy on them. Number one, they're not your friend, right? They're out there, we're like, what are we doing out here? It's just ridiculous. But it's not as bad. We made it, but it's not bad until something happens, and then it's bad. So in this kind of weather, just do what you can. Stop using your cell phone. Flood the center with the diode messages. First of all, it's documented. They can't, this cell phone stuff, they can delete messages. They can, especially when you call them, you don't have any documentation on what they said. Use the diode. Let them sit there and overload. I got a message right now. Overload their diode, because this is the device they use for employees while they're on the clock to communicate with the center. So when they say call the center, no, here, this is it, right here. Put cellular data on this, and I'll use it. I'll call you all day long. Hello, yeah, I'm sitting here. I ain't doing nothing because it's fucking snowy and icy out here. Fucking insane. So, hi Matt. So hers is closing early. Can you go before 4? Yeah. I mean, I'm like, with bad roads, I've been out here and it's taken me, it's an hour drive on a good day. It's taken me 3 hours to get back when it's really bad. And it's not the accumulation of snow. It's the snow and then the ice that fell. And it was a skating rink on Tuesday. It was really sketchy. And so this morning was really sketchy. And they're calling for it to continue to lay snow on top of ice on top of snow. So, I was able to get into work. I work as instructed. I took the truck out. I'm doing what I can. I clocked in a little break. If you show up on time, you're guaranteed 8 hours. So this code 5-6 stuff, like, I get it, code 5, yeah, you want to just get in. And with code 5's time worked, you don't put a break in. I heard there's a few drivers told me they were telling them on their cell phone, don't use your cell phone, use the diode. That if they have to stop the truck because of unsafe driving conditions, they have to put their brake in. It's not, no. If you're guaranteed, you're guaranteed 8 hours. In that 8 hours, you need to put a half-hour break in. Any other time outside of that, when the truck's not moving because of unsafe weather or you can't deliver, then that's not a break. You're not putting that in your break. You're not putting an hour in today, because it's a half-hour break for code 6, 8 hour guarantee. You take your half hour, and that's it. Any other that, it's just cost of doing business. If your truck gets stuck and you're and the truck trying to deliver a package, you get stuck, you don't clock out for that. This is the cost of doing business. This is what they have to pay for it. All these packages are ECs anyway. They're emergency conditions. They're not refunding customers for this. They're the customers paid for shipping. They have a clause in their contract that you sign up when you ship with UPS that if there's inclement weather, then they don't get a refund. It gets there when it gets there, and that's what they're using. So, you guaranteed 8. You put your half-hour break in. If you're gonna code 5 time work, then they say come back at 1. Then you can do that. If you get back to the building, if they say come back at 12 o'clock and you want your 8 hours, you sit in the building for 8 hours, and you make them pay 8 hours worth with a half-hour break. If you want to get home, I get it. It's unsafe. I get it. Everybody wants to get home. But yeah, you take the truck out. Once it becomes unsafe or undeliverable, once parts of your routes that you can't get to, then you stop. You stop and you message on the diode, stop using your cell phone. I am unable to deliver anything else safely. I'm dead in the water, waiting on instructions. And then they'll go, call center. I'm using the diode as communication. I'm waiting on instructions. I'm dead in the water. I've delivered everything I can safely. There's roads that are impassable. There's stops I can't get to. I've done everything I can in the employer's best interest. I'm waiting on instructions. I'm sitting in the part. If it comes to the point where you can't deliver anything else, then you stop and you sit. And there's nothing, guys want to bring the truck back. I get it. I'm going to bring the truck back before it gets dark. because that's definitely going to be, I mean, I'm not really, at this point, I did the stops I could. I did my businesses. I did get off the post office and the hardware store and some medicine at the Walgreens, which is where I'm at right now. I tried to go down and do a little neighborhood, which would be easy, but they didn't plow the road. And it looks, you look at it and there's some tire marks and stuff, but these trucks don't have all-wheel drive. The only power you get for these trucks is this passenger side wheel. All right? So if this wheel doesn't have grip right there, you ain't going anywhere. It's not a posi. It's just one single wheel that has the power. And that's where you put the chains on as well if you get stuck. But just try not to get stuck. Don't do too much. All right? So you're out here, you're delivering, you did what you could. You come to a point where you're being counterproductive. You're getting yourself into some awfully risky situations, trying to do too much. Don't do it. You pull the truck over and you say, I'm done delivering because there's nothing else I can do. If something opens up, if they plow a road that wasn't plowed previously while you're sitting there, then you go down and you do that. You just do it safely, that's all. And you say, and use the dyad waiting instructions. Because a lot of guys just want to bring the truck back, and it's just, you know, I mean, at a certain point, that's what we're all going to do, but you can't just go out right away and do that. You know, just sit. Like I know Westchester, in Westchester, in town Westchester, ain't nothing going on. Because they don't prep those roads or even maintain them until the snow's done. So it's just build up. You're going down. You got small streets with cars on either side, which you shouldn't be doing. And the ruts are made that are cleared, that the cars drove on, that cleared out the snow. They're made for the car's width. Once you put your truck on those ruts, it's gonna take you, and the truck's wider, into the cars on either side. It's not, don't go down streets like that. Just stay on the main roads, do what you can, do your best. And you know, we should all get a pat on the back. Unfortunately, management decides on days like this to try to come down on drivers that couldn't make it in because it's unsafe, and it's ridiculous. So just I'm on my break now. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna revisit some of the roads that were untouched to see if I can get down, and I'm gonna do my best to get as much as I can off while being safe. And as soon as that comes to a point where you know, risk reward factor, and I'm just dead in the water, I'm going to message the center. I'm going to go do the pickups that I can get to, and then I'm going to go back before it's dark, or I'm going to wait for instructions for them to tell me to come back, and that's it. And I'm going to get paid. And yeah, we're going to fight this whole trying to bring 20 guys in and give them discipline, from verbals up to suspensions for having to call out when they're, you know. I get it. We signed up for this job. We're delivery guys. This is what we do, right? We deliver in bad weather. But there's that fine line where it's like, you know, some drivers, we have 100 drivers in our center. Some drivers are going to run into problems, and they're not going to be able to come in. And we're not going to sit there and browbeat them on some moral high ground. Oh, I got in. No, we're not going to do that, because that's what management wants. So fuck that. We're going to hit management right back. If she wants to send out 20 fucking warning letters, then she's going to have 20 grievances, and then she's going to have to, you know, answer to that at a labor meeting, when there's 5 other centers in the building that didn't do that. So, and then we're going to start, you know, if we feel the point where it comes to harassment, which I feel it is, then we're going to start filing Article 37s, which is over supervision and harassment. And we're going to document that, so that way we have that. But either way, you guys, you know what to do. There's just a lot of questions like that. Stop using your phone. Use the dyad. If you can't work safely anymore, if roads are impassable, you stop. You don't put your brake in. That's cost of doing business. You're guaranteed 8. You have a half-hour break. That's it. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try to get them T-shirts this Sunday. Although I don't think they have a lot of the sizes. They only have the sizes that fit, like Ray Raka, like 4XL and stuff. So. Just kidding, right? All right, you guys have a good one, man. I'll see you later.